Hey guys, how's it going? So today I want to start decorating the mantle above our fireplace inside for Christmas. I had to start outside though because I need to gather up some supplies. I'm going to grab some greens from the barn, so some pine and noble fir and some incense cedar. I've been using faux garlands up to this point because up to last winter the fireplace was our main source of heat for our house, but we had to replace our furnace last year. So now it's heating a lot more efficiently and we only have to use our fireplace if we want to. So it's not like a constant source of that dry heat, and I'm hoping fresh greens will last a lot longer now. And I also want to see if I've got a couple of containers available out here. I've got containers already on the mantle, but they've been there for a couple years, so I might like to change it up if I can find the right size. If I would have been thinking, I would have left a couple of these gorgeous unique stone containers available, but they're all full of bulbs now. I also thought it would be a really good opportunity to give you guys an update on the studio because it's almost done. So let's head in there first. Oh, maybe a little update on the barn doors too, huh? I don't think I've showed you this yet. Oh, look at that. Oh my word. Middle door has been centered with the window. There is now a third door on the left. They ran out of handles, or they were shorted on handles, so there's only one there. They're gonna bring back a second handle so that they all match. And then the concrete kind of pad right there, so you can see if I get closer how much the barn door moved to make it centered. So used to be over, you know, about a foot. So we're gonna have that concrete cut and we'll have a new one poured here as well as one poured right there. But didn't that make a world of difference? I just love it. So the next decision is lights. And I'm thinking I was gonna go with 4 lights, you know, one here, 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 and here. But because the spacing's different, I don't think I'm gonna like that because I feel like if I pick a size that's right for the skinny side, it won't look right for the width right here. So I think I'm gonna go with 3 that go over the doors. Plus I think it will help bridge the gap between the window and the doors. It'll kind of fill in a tiny bit of space right there. And as much as I really didn't want to go farm style, like, you know, the barn style lights, but this is a barn and this is a farmhouse. So I think that's probably what we'll go with. I was kind of considering something like that's above the chicken coop door. I don't even know what style that is. I love it here, and I would definitely have to get something bigger, but I just don't know if that would look as good above the doors. I don't know, would love opinions on that. But didn't that just make the world of difference to this barn? I can't even believe it. All right, so let's go into the studio now. Turn on the lights, which are on dimmers, so very nice. We can control lighting a little bit. It's gonna get very echoey. I can't even believe this was our barn, or is our barn, I should say. So the walls are all done, all the moldings are done. We have had it painted. We're gonna probably do actual colors, but we thought we would start with just basic white for now until we get stuff in here, just so it was nice and clean. Last step is the HVAC guys are gonna be back to put the unit in right here. That way we can start heating this room up. And everything is insulated really well, including, hey Russell, including this garage door. So it'll still keep heat in, which is really nice, but we can open that up and bring the gator in if we're doing a big project in here, or garden carts or whatever. And we also have to get a door handle for this. Like this is done minus the door handle so that we can keep that shut, so we can keep the heat and or cool in this room. So we clearly have to do something about the echo in here. So what we're gonna do first is we're going to order a bunch of rugs, and they're not gonna be super expensive rugs, but we're just gonna have something to spread out on this floor. And then we're gonna make a bunch of panels with insulation board. So you do big like rectangles and then you cover them with fabric, and you can tack them to the ceiling and to the walls, and those will be on the sides of the studio that we're not going to be filming toward. So of course, you know, ceiling, we won't be filming toward that, and then probably more toward the window side of things because it's harder to do videos and pictures where there's light coming through windows. And then I'll probably be hanging some big pieces of fabric, which we can get some really beautiful rich colors in here. Like right now it just feels like this vast kind of white vacuum almost, and then the echo. So we do need to work on warming it up, but as soon as this unit is installed on Tuesday, I can start moving all of my plant room stuff out here. So we'll probably, I'll probably make a video and show you guys kind of the transition from the plant room to out here, and I'm so looking forward to it. So in terms of lighting, we have 3 sections of lights, each of which can be controlled separately and dimmed or brightened depending on what we need. And then we had plugins installed along the ceiling. So there's 3 different opportunities or options to hang lighting or camera equipment, and we'll be able to plug in up there as well. And then on the bottom, there's, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 plugins. This is like my dream room. The more plugins, the better. So anyway, that's where we're at with the studio in the barn. Super pleased with it. I can't believe that we're at this stage. I mean, I thought it was gonna be done a little bit earlier, but things just, you know, things happen. And the fact that we'll be able to get a lot of the plant room stuff out here before baby girl is born is awesome. Not that that's gonna be her room. The plant room is not gonna be her room. But I just wanted that big shift of stuff to happen so that when I'm ready to start seeds in the spring, I'm not having to mess with moving all of my lighting systems. I just kind of wanted them all out here, ready to go. I can bring baby girl and Benjamin out here and I can just start seeds and everything will be ready for me. So anyway, now we need to go get supplies for the real project for today. Hey Russell, what are you doing, buddy? Sun's feeling pretty nice today, isn't it? Yeah. All right, so the gator's already full of stuff. I was working on the Versailles porch the other day and I just left everything in here because I knew I was gonna need it. So cedar boughs in that box. We've got princess pine. We've got noble fir boughs. I'm not sure I'm gonna use any holly, but we'll bring it anyway. So now I just need to look for some pots, I think. Get a light on in here. Okay, so we've got this section of pots that are actually destined to have bulbs in them as well, but I think I might take a couple of these. These look very similar to the pots I have on the mantle right now, but they've got more detail. These are the ones I used in Flower Alley. 14-inch garland jardinières, I think is what they're called. And then a couple of these as well. I brought home a couple of 4-inch poinsettias that I think will slide right down into these containers. Rose rim planter, I love them. Just the perfect amount of detail. You need 4 of them. All right, I've got pretty much everything gathered, but I want to show you the fireplace itself. It's pretty unique in that it shows up in 3 rooms of the house. It was built in the early 80s, and it's something that I would like to change the look of at some point, which it kind of makes it a little bit of a challenge for me to decorate because it's not 100% my style, but I think that's good to stretch ourselves every once in a while, and it's really, really low on our priority list of projects to do, so it's probably going to look like this for a while longer, so I'm just going to embrace it. And I'm thankful to have it because it is nice to be able to light a really beautiful fire, you know, on winter evenings. It's very cozy. So here it is. This is the great room side, so the largest side of the fireplace. So you can see some remnants from last year, the walnut cones up there. I made those last year and they've just been sitting there ever since. I will probably leave, well, I know I will leave the lamps because I do like that light in the evening. The center picture I will leave, as well as the Gothic arch mirrors, because I think they are the perfect stature, the perfect size and shape for the fireplace. I just love them there. But everything else I want to clear off and do something a little bit more traditional and colorful. So hold on, check this out. Got some nutcrackers here, some red poinsettias, and these fit perfectly. So here's the 4-inch poinsettia. It just slides down in that rose rim planter. really nicely so we have something really beautiful to house it in. So I think those, along with maybe a few other nutcrackers from the rest of my collection and some greens and maybe some clove orange pomanders, I think it's going to be a really pretty, just traditional look. And then there are the other two concrete pots that we just brought up. I have gray clay pots, but they're a lot darker than these. And honestly, you probably won't even notice them a whole lot because of all the color that we're going to put in there. But I think I might like to have something a little bit different. And what I would like to change here is not the size of the fireplace, but I would like to change the rock fascia. I would honestly love something like ornately carved wood. I know I can't have that all the way up to the fireplace, but if I had some kind of like built-ins, like built-in bookcases with beautiful wood moldings, and then had some sort of a gray stone rather than the stone that has more orange in it, I think I would really like that. And then the insert there, I would like it to probably be a little cleaner. I'm not sure. I've never really like looked into fireplace designs, but you know, yeah. It's also kind of a funny fireplace because it doesn't draft very well, and it's got these little holes that surround the insert. I'll get up close and show you, with these little iron, or I think that's what the metal is, little plugs, and it'll start to whistle if like the air is not working right, and then you have to take out one of those plugs, and then you have to go find the hole that's whistling and put the plug in that hole. So if we have a fire going in the night, Aaron and my bedroom sits right above the great room, if it starts to whistle, we can hear that. So one of us has to come downstairs middle of the night and stand down here and like find the hole that's whistling to plug it up. That's kind of annoying. So you can see those holes right there. So if one of them's whistling, you have to come and be like, okay, is it this hole? No. Is it this one? And sometimes it's a combination, so you have to do that and then maybe move another one like that. Oh my word. Okay, so let's look at the other side of this fireplace. This is the kitchen side. So this one has a completely different vibe. It's got a bricked in area, which I actually like. I think that's nice. And then this is where you can see the fire when the glass is clean. And that's the other thing. So to clean the glass, I have to unscrew this, and then this iron piece comes off, but you have to hold your hand here because that piece of glass right there will just come like falling out. So you have to catch that, and then you have to take it over the sink to clean it. And that has to happen every single time you have a fire if you want to see the fire. Like if you don't care about seeing the flames or not, then you can leave it all, you know, smoked up or whatever. But I love to be able to see that little fire flickering in there. All right, let's head to the other side. Oh, are you up from your nap? Hey!
I'm crying.
Were you crying?
Yeah.
How come?
I cried last night.
Oh.
It was kitty.
Oh, did you hear the kitty?
No, I can hear it.
You can hear it right now. I don't hear it. You better check all the doors. See if Russell's at one of the doors. I'm going to show this other side of the fireplace really quick, bud. So let's see, we go around this side. We should probably turn on a light, but you can see the side there. Sun's coming through kind of weird. So this side has gray stone right there. You can see we're about ready to lose light. When the sun goes down, it comes through windows over here and shines on the fireplace. But this right here shoots heat out. There's a little bit of wood right there. I like this side too. I like the gray stone. Much better than the orange stone on the other side.
See this right there?
Yeah, I do see that.
That's awesome.
Is it awesome?
See this?
Uh-huh.
It's walls.
The walls with rocks, walls of rock?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Benjamin, what do you think of these right here? What do you think of these? Check this out.
These are nutcrackers.
Oh, you know. Good job. Oh, so smart. Do you like nutcrackers? I got those at Andrew Seed today. So at this point, what I need to do is just clear everything off, give it a good cleaning, and then we'll move everything up slowly until I feel like it's done, and then I'll give you a tour in the end. I was thinking too that I might run out and cut some of my limelight hydrangea blooms to work in with the greens. I think that might be a really pretty look. What are you looking for?
Oh, Benjamin's shoots.
Oh.
I forgot. I walked into
Nice.
the room and forgot what I was after.
All right, here we go. Okay guys, got the mantle done. I'm super pleased with how it turned out. I did finish this project earlier today when it was a lot brighter in this room, and I did a little tour, and then there was something wrong with my audio. So we're doing a cozy evening tour tonight, and I honestly feel like Christmas decorations for the most part look the most festive when it's dark outside, because then you can really see the lights, because we did use some twinkle lights, and I have a fire lit down here and everything. So let's do a little tour. And there it is, a little bit of a backed up view here. You can see our little fire we've got going. I'll back up even further so you can see the whole thing here in just a minute. But I love how traditional it turned out with the red poinsettias and nutcrackers, the greenery. It came together very easy. And it really didn't take that many supplies, which is surprising to me. I did end up popping some red twig dogwood branches in with each poinsettia, the larger ones, in front of the mirrors. I think that that added a little bit more vertical movement, a little bit more interest. And I did go get some limelight hydrangea blooms out of the garden, and I spray painted them gold to put in around the side, because I felt like a couple of things. The poinsettia could have been a little bit bigger to be in this size of container to make it look like the proper size. Also, some poinsettias are really full from top to bottom with color and some aren't. And these were a little bit skimpy toward the bottom, so the limelight hydrangea kind of helped fill in the gap and made it look appropriately sized. And what I forgot about is that I actually have a garland that had lights already worked into it. They're battery operated and they're on a timer. They stay on for like, I think 5 or 6 hours. And the garland's huge. It starts all the way over here on this side. It spans the entire distance all the way over, and then it ends over here on this side. It was like it was meant for this mantle. And I don't know how I forgot that I had that, but I'm really thankful for it, because I think the little twinkle lights were necessary. And then it enabled me to just use a few little fresh greens. You can see in particular the incense cedar with the little yellow seed heads there. And I can just come in midway, pop those out, and put new ones in. It'll take me less than 5 minutes, and we'll keep it nice and fresh. So we'll start here on the left. There's a 4-inch poinsettia sunk down into one of those rose rim containers. There are saucers under all these plants, so they're all like water won't seep out. And then we've got a nutcracker. The small ones came from the dollar store, and I had those on hand already, but I wasn't utilizing them. That's the other thing. I didn't have to steal any nutcrackers from my other nutcracker displays. I picked up the 5 big ones down at the garden center, and I ended up not having to use near as many as I thought I was going to have to. And then of course we've got the garland. I did pop a few hydrangeas in the bottom here too, just to draw some of that color down. I didn't utilize it up here up top because there was just too much going on. And then my nutcrackers just kind of spaced out to where they're balanced. The one in the middle here actually lights up, but the lights are really yellow, and I wasn't really digging that. Maybe if it was down further and I wasn't looking up at the lights, it would make a difference. And then we've got the same thing going on this other side. So you can tell this poinsettia has more yellow, or more red rather, that kind of reaches down toward the pot than the other one. But I think they both look pretty with some other natural elements worked in. Okay, let me back up and show you the whole area. Isn't it pretty? I really like it. I like the red with the color on our walls. I tend to like cozy dark colors. Not in every single room, but in quite a number of rooms. And I think that that just looks really pretty and striking, the red does. Also, let me show you the view of other Christmas lights just from this room. So if I stand here and pan to the right, you can see 2 Christmas trees, one of which is in the landing, and that is our silver and white tree. And then the nutcracker tree is the one just beyond that in the back parlor. And if we spin to the left here, you can see our great room tree. It's just looking more and more festive every day. And I did mention that Benjamin and I made sugar cookies today. I'll show you what they look like. So fun. Look at this. This is Benjamin's. And he took a bite out of one of the legs. Isn't that cute? And that is it for this video. It was a really fun day and a really fun project, and I hope you guys enjoyed seeing it come together. We do have a few more Christmas related decorating projects coming up. I have one more porch that I'd like to decorate. In fact, it's a total wreck. I have stuff everywhere on it, and it's looked like that for like 2 weeks.
Christmas light tour.
Yes, we will be doing a Christmas light tour as well. Erin's in here now. So we'll do a Christmas light tour. I might do a full-on indoor Christmas tour this year. I'm not sure though if I'm going to do that or not. Anyway, either way, we'll have some more decorating stuff coming up. It's just really fun. And I'm so happy I started everything so early this year. I mean, November 1st is when I started decorating this year, which, I mean, seems insane. But when you are 7.5 months, almost 8 months pregnant at this point, I knew that when I got to this point, I would not have the energy or probably the drive to get it all the way done. And it's just been a really pleasant, it's been a happy decorating experience. And I've had a lot of time to do those really fun traditional things with Benjamin, like sugar cookies, and start incorporating those things into his, it's the first year that he's really into it. So it's been really, really fun for me, and I've had time to enjoy those things with him. Also, we'll probably be doing a video this week regarding the studio, moving some of my stuff out of the plant room, thinking about doing possibly a kind of a grow light review of sorts, just because I'm going to be cleaning them all, which never happens. So as we move them out of the plant room, we'll clean them. I'm actually going to be giving a ton of my plants that I have under the grow lights right now away, just so I can just start fresh. So friends and family are going to be like, maybe I could just do Christmas presents. Here you go, aloe for you, agave for you, succulents for you. So anyway, I was thinking, since I'm going to have them all kind of in the same location and cleaned and emptied, I could go through our grow light situation and which ones I love, pros and cons of each system, because we've got a lot of different styles. So anyway, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.